हेलो नमस्कार। खुश रहो बच्चों। आई एम जेबीएन डॉक्टर सनवाई आलम, असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर ज्योति विद्यापीठ वुमेन्स यूनिवर्सिटी जयपुर। टुडे we discuss about the most important concept of Indian economy. Indian economy is pre-British periods. During the pre-British period, the condition of Indian economy was not good and not satisfactory. Just after the death of Aurangzeb in 77, the central power at Delhi was shown that the situation here lead to distinction and gradual downfall of deep-rooted Mughal Empire. During 1750, the Indian economy was passing through risk of crisis. Disorders because by the time the central power at Delhi was either weakened and disappeared. Indian economy during the pre-British period consisted of backward, isolated, and self-sustaining villages on the one hand, and other hand there were number of towns which were seat of administrations, commerce and handicrafts. During the periods, the mode of transports and communications of India were totally backwards, underdeveloped and insufficient. Under such a situations, the size of market was also very small. During this period, the mode of transports and communication of India were totally backwards, underdeveloped and insufficient. Under such a situation, the size of market was also very small. During the pre-British periods, the village community was composed of different groups based on a simple division of labors. There were farmers who cultivated lands, and other groups of people were weavers, goldsmiths, potters, washermen, and carpenters, cobblers, oil tracers, barbers, etc. All the above mentioned occupations were here that here did here dietary. These various groups of people were getting their remunerations in terms of crops during the harvesting periods against the services rendered by them. These Indian villages were functioning independently as most of food articles and raw materials produced within the village were either consumed or purchased by the village communities itself. Agriculture and handicraft industry were independent, and thus the village republics were able to function independently. Indian villagers were almost self-sufficient in respect of daily necessities, expecting commodities like salt, spices, fine clothes, luxury, and semi-luxury goods. During the pre-British period, during the mid-80th century, the condition of Indian agriculture was not at all satisfactory. During these days, agriculture was main source of livelihood in India. The economic condition of Indian agriculture was really very much painful. Poor farmers had to pay a high rate of taxes as imposed by the administrator of the country, which lead to high degree of exploitations on these farmers. During those days, Indian rulers had construct and maintain some irrigation projects, but these workers were very much insufficient as compared to its requirement. Moreover, farmers were following traditional methods in their agriculture operations. Important crops which were grown by Indian farmers include mainly rice, wheat, bajra, jawar, minus cereals, along with the commercial crops like jute, raw cottons, groundnuts, tobacco, etc. During the British periods, the prices of food grain used to fluctuate widely between different places. Market for most of the commodity were very much restricted to local area in the absence of adequate means of transport and communication. During the pre-British period, there were no proper transport system in India. In the absence of Pakka roads, different villages of India were connected with dusty tracks. Naturally, most of the roads become muddy during the rainy season, and even some of the villages were cut off due to heavy rainfall, followed by consequent floods. In respect of water transport, it was only in some parts of northern India where some rivers were negligible and small wooden country boats were used for carrying passengers as well as flights. But in most of the parts of the country, bullock carts and the pack animal were considered as the standard modes of transport. Thus, under such a conditions, the movement of man and material was very slow. During these days, weekly markets were organized in different parts of the country, and most of the people used to make their daily purchases from these weekly market. In some places, annual fair were organized in addition to these weekly markets. Thus, in fine, we can conclude that the transport system as well as the market condition in India during pre-British period was not all satisfactory. Thank you.